Okay, so I'm just going to do hopefully a quick video on how I manipulated Chelsea's initial pattern, the trifold pattern with the little wire and the pocket, for the current fabric that we have at Chelsea's place, which is a little thicker than most of us might be used to. So I was able to complete a couple of them using the original designs of the fold over. However, I was losing a lot of needles and my machine was just not having it. So in its place, I developed a slightly different design. It does not have a fold over for elastic. Instead, what I have done is I have zigzagged on top. And main other differences is that I cut it down a little bit on the sides to account for the fold over that is now not occurring. And I placed a little dart in here at the bottom near the chin because with the thicker fabric, it seems to be a little stiff and does not conform to the face as nicely as a lighter cotton. So the original design has a 10 by 15 piece such as this. And I will be cutting that down a little bit. Also, when it comes to the elastic, I've made them about 18 inches long rather than the 16, as I find that having the little extra length is good for the fit. And this is my wire here. I will still use it. So to accommodate the removal of the fold over, I will be reducing this down to about 8.5. Looking good. Folding it over. There we have about the width. Then I will move over to the machine. It is same as usual. Creating the pocket. Opening it up. Give me a sec. Little clippy. This fabric, because of its thickness, tends to kind of bubble and do all those nice things. But it's nice because I feel like if you just kind of manipulate it with the palm of your hand, it will kind of fold fairly nicely on its own. Then I will do the little section for the wire. Placing the wire in. If it doesn't want to get caught. Awesome. Now flipping it through. Again, just manipulating it with your hands to flatten. It tends to do that quite nicely. All right. So here the other change that I did, instead of doing it to the 3 inches, I'm doing it to about 2.5. So still I'm doing these as such, bringing them in, folding it back down. Then I'll just assess. Here it is at around 2.5 here. Does make it a little bit more compact. I just found that when I did it at the 3, because it is the elastic over the top, it doesn't crunch as well, and therefore it doesn't sit as nice on the face. So if you have a serger, this step can be done on the serger. If you don't have a serger, just go through via zigzag. All right. On both sides. This off. There we go. All right. So there's we zigzag. Alright, so we've got our basic shape. It's a little narrower on both sides. And then the last, well, second last step, we're going to place this, the elastic. Here I have is like some sort of lingerie elastic. Can't even remember where I got this from, what job it was on, but it's working pretty well for this. Okay, so again, zigzag. Other side. All right, so then we have our elastic on both sides. And then, like I said, I did find that it was a little loose down the bottom. So I believe that it'll sit more snug and it won't interfere too much with the putting, like with putting a filter in. If you just place a small, I don't even know, how big am I going to do that? It's just doing it by, it's like just a little bit over half an inch. Like maybe like I'm talking 5/8. And I'm just kind of doing a little. How big is that? Yeah, it's about an inch. All right. And there we go. Hopefully, less broken needles, and we can still utilize that thicker fabric. Still has our pocket, still has the wire up the top, fits snugly under the chin. Hope that helps. Thanks for watching.